So if you want to make a room in Onshape, basically you need to know how big it is and what kind of shape you want. It's really not that hard. I'm going to walk through it right now, and I want to show you some ideas for how you could make like a really cool room instead of just like, a rectangle. First thing we're going to do, obviously, we're going to create a document. We're going to call it, my project, Dream Room. All right, so we've got our normal space in here. We're going to start a sketch, and we're going to draw on the top plane because we want to draw the shape of the floor, and then we'll make the room from there. Now, the question is, what shape do we want? Most rooms, honestly, are rectangles. So if we just draw a rectangle, okay, now we need to set how big it is, obviously. A quick Google is showing me that the average size of an owner's bedroom in the US homes is 14 feet by 16 feet. So if I were to go into Onshape, I can just go dimension tool, 14 and FT for feet, and then 16 feet. And that's a standard American bedroom size for like the big bedroom in a house. Now, that'll work, that'll make a room, but let's say I want a closet. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna just sort of draw on, okay, over here, I want a walk-in closet, so that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna dimension it and make it like a nice even amount, let's say 100 inches by 48 inches. That's 4 feet deep. That's a pretty good size for a closet. You could Google closet sizes. And I think we can make this more interesting than just like a rectangle. So let's go ahead and add some details. I could add an arc. I could make like a curved wall over here. I could add a slanted part over here, a little, what's called a bay window. I want that and that to be equal. You can add whatever you want. And then we just extrude it. And that's going to make just this solid block. A standard roof height in the United States for like a fancy house is going to be like 10 feet. You could go taller if you want to for lofted ceilings. That's up to you. All right. And then we just need the shell tool, which is right here. And we're going to click to remove. Now, these walls are like way too thin. So we need to set it to, I would say, I don't know, let's Google it. American wall thickness 4.5 inches. So let's go ahead and set this to 4.5 inches. All right. And for our purposes, it's going to be nice if we get rid of a wall or two just for the sake of our model. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that wall right there. Boom. I made the room. Now, my closet got detached. So I can go back here and add a little wall, extrude it. If I want it to match exactly, I can do up to face and say go that high. And then when I want a door, I just sketch on that wall. Let's see, American door size, 36 by 80, 36 inches, 80 inches, extrude it, merge with all. All right. Oops, I accidentally created an extra extrude. Actually, that's kind of cool. I could go in here, and now that I've got that hole cut, I can extrude that rectangle again. This time I'm going to do a new instead of removing, and make my door, just like 2 inches thick or whatever. Right, and now I've got a door there. I could put a window, I can make details on the door, but the door is its own part. Right? So then when I go to my assembly, I can make the door move and things. Now, this room's kind of sad because it doesn't have any windows. Windows are easy. We just sketch and then draw it. And remember, it's Onshape, so you can always go back and change it if you don't like how it looks later. Remove. Boom, window. Getting a window on a curved side is a little bit harder. I'm going to need a plane. Um, hmm. So we're going to do offset. So I'm going to say I want a plane here, and then I'm going to move it so it's over here. That'll work. Sketch on here. Line it up. Right there. Extrude. Remove. Merge with all. Boom. There we go. I'm going to do some more detail work. Now, I want it to line up with this window, so I'm going to use this button and then click on this line. And now that line is part of my sketch, so I can go, there we go. Line 2. This is called the use or convert button, project, whatever. It's really nice because it lets you add lines to your sketches by clicking on other stuff. So as you can see, it's really pretty straightforward to make your room. And you can always go back and add more if you need more room or take stuff out if you have too much room. But yeah, go crazy, make something that's awesome and that, expresses who you are and what you think would be awesome.